The bells of Madrid have always signaled moments of history. They rang for coronations, for state funerals, for national celebrations. But today, those same bells seem to toll with a sound that carries far beyond Spain's borders. Because today, Princess Leonor, heir to the Spanish throne, has confirmed the news that no one thought would come so soon. Her wedding is officially announced. And with it, the world has been thrown into a frenzy of shock, fascination, and divided emotions. But what if this royal wedding is not just about love? What if it is about the reshaping of Europe's future, about the blending of dynasties, about an entire continent watching its history turn a page in real time? This is not just a love story. It is a moment that will define Spain, challenge monarchies, and set the stage for a new generation of royalty. The question is, why now? Why Princess Leonor? Why this choice? And why does it matter so much to people in Spain, Denmark, Britain, America, and across the globe? Let us go back. Princess Leonor, the daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, has lived her life under the constant scrutiny of both tradition and modernity. From her first public speech at the tender age of 13, to her military training and university studies, she has been shaped, molded, and prepared for the crown. Yet, behind the polished appearances, she is also a young woman of only 19, with the right to love, to dream, and to decide. The announcement of her wedding feels almost cinematic. Reports say it was delivered in a statement by the royal household, a few sentences that ignited headlines in every language. Her Royal Highness, Princess Leonor, has accepted the proposal of marriage. Those words alone carried the weight of centuries of history, and within minutes, reactions began to flood in. In Spain, jubilation and pride filled the streets. For many, this is the moment they have long awaited. The future queen, stepping fully into her role not only as heir but as a woman ready to build her own family. Spanish media hailed it as a historic union, a moment of joy that could bring fresh energy to the monarchy. But beneath the celebrations lies a complex undercurrent. Some question whether the timing of this wedding is strategic, designed to reinforce the monarchy's popularity during uncertain political times. Meanwhile, the reaction abroad has been no less dramatic. In Denmark, whispers of Prince Christian's name echo in every royal watcher's conversation. Could he be the one? Could this marriage unite two powerful European monarchies, Spain and Denmark, in a bond not seen for generations? Royal historians point out that such unions once shaped the very map of Europe, turning marriages into political alliances that altered destinies of nations. Could this wedding mark the beginning of a new era of royal diplomacy? Across the United Kingdom, newspapers splashed the story on their front pages, with headlines ranging from admiration to skepticism. Britain, with its own royal family drama, cannot help but compare Leonor's poised and steady rise to their own more turbulent narratives. Some see Leonor as a symbol of stability, of a monarchy that understands its duty while embracing modernity. Others raise questions. Will her marriage place her under even more intense scrutiny, perhaps repeating the mistakes of royals who came before her? And then there is the reaction from America. Social media in the United States exploded with fascination, with millions of posts about the Spanish princess. To many Americans, this feels like a modern fairy tale, a living Disney story unfolding in real time. Yet, even there, sharp divides appear, between those who cheer for a young woman finding love and those who critique monarchy as an outdated institution. But beyond the headlines and the excitement, there is a more personal, more emotional layer. For Leonor's parents, King Felipe and Queen Letizia, this is not just a state matter. This is their eldest daughter, the child they raised under immense pressure, preparing to take one of the most symbolic steps of her life. Insiders say Philippe's reaction has been deeply emotional. Having carried the burden of duty for decades, he now watches his daughter take her place in the story of Spain. For Letizia, once an ordinary journalist turned queen, the announcement carries its own resonance. Her daughter, stepping into a role Letizia herself had to grow into. Family tension is also inevitable. Within the Spanish royal family, not all are said to be in agreement. Some worry about Leonor marrying so young, while others see this as a masterstroke of destiny. The tension is not unlike what we have seen in royal families across Europe, where duty and personal choice collide in ways that ripple far beyond the palace walls. What makes this wedding so shocking to the world is not simply the event itself, but what it represents. It represents the first major step of Princess Leonor transitioning from heir apparent to a living symbol of continuity, love, and leadership. It represents the binding of families, of nations, of histories. And it represents a moment when the personal and political fuse into one global spectacle. As we look at global reactions pouring in today, one theme unites them all: people care. Whether they cheer, critique, celebrate, or protest, the world cannot look away. This is the power of royalty in the modern age. It is not about absolute rule, but about symbolism, about shared identity, about stories that connect across borders. But what comes next? That is the question that keeps people watching, waiting, speculating. Where will the wedding be held? Madrid's Almudena Cathedral, or perhaps a more symbolic European location? Who will be invited? Royals from every European throne, dignitaries from around the world, celebrities who mingle with monarchy. Will this be the most lavish royal wedding of our generation, or will Leonor insist on a simpler, more modern ceremony to reflect her generation's values? And then, the deeper questions. How will this marriage shape her reign as queen one day? Will it bring stability and admiration, or new challenges and criticism? Will she, like her father, balance tradition with progress? Or will she chart her own path entirely, guided by love as much as by duty? This is the story unfolding before us, a royal wedding that is not just a personal announcement but a global event, with consequences that will ripple for decades to come. Princess Leonor has shocked the world with her news, but in truth, she has also reminded us of why monarchy still captivates. Because at its core, beyond politics and ceremony, monarchy is about humanity. It is about family, love, hope, and continuity. And today, as the world reacts, we are not just witnessing history. We are part of it.